Hey, what's up guys? Today is Sunday and we are just under 3 weeks out. We're 20 days out today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what a typical day looks like. Today's actually a high day. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit more food on my high days. I have about 2-3 of those per week right now. Go through everything I'm doing for breakfast. I've already been up this morning, done my cardio. First thing when I wake up in the morning, I do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and I mix that with water and I get that down. And then immediately after that, I'll sit on my computer, do a little bit of work, and I'll mix a full shaker cup, which is about 750 mils. And I'll do 10 grams of glutamine, I'll do 5 grams of taurine, and I'll do 1 scoop of Relight, and I'll take about 1 to 2 grams of L-carnitine from Carnipure, carnitine tartrate. So I'll get that in me, and then I will go do my cardio about 30 minutes later. Lately, the weather's been nice, so I've just been going for walks outside. About 3.5 kilometers, 30 minutes. It's around like just over 4,000 steps, between 4,000 and 4,500 steps. Now we're cooking breakfast. Today being a high day, it's going to be 120 grams of quick oats, which anyone that's on a hard diet knows. Quick oats on a diet is like dessert. And then we're going to be having 7 ounces of chicken breast, and I get that from Prep Shop. I get it pre-packaged. They're a Prep Shop company here in Toronto. They're awesome. Check them out. Prep Shop. They take care of me for all my meats. And then I'll be doing 5 grams of an omega oil, high EPA though. We want over 2 grams. So right now I'm using the Can Prep brand. It's really good. Usually I actually use the ATP Labs one, which is also just over 2 grams of EPA per teaspoon. But we were out of stock at the gym, so I had to get Can Prep. Can Prep's another brand that is very high quality. And then I'll use my probiotic. This one here is 10 billion strand. So I'll use that, and I'll have all my vitamins here. So I'll have my Vita HD, 5 caps of that. And I've also thrown in there 1 capsule of Glyco HD. So on my high days, I'll have 1 capsule of Glyco HD with my first 3 meals because I train after my second meal. So I'm only doing that on my high days right now. And then I have 50 grams of blueberries. So I use this brand here, President's Choice. I like the wild blueberries. They're smaller. They have another one that's
it's called high bush blueberries.
High bush blueberries. Ugh, they're big and nasty. These ones are awesome. They're little guys. I don't know if you can see in there. But I'll cook my oatmeal in the microwave first, and then because they're frozen, I use that to cool it down. So I put this in for 3 minutes, and then we got the chicken here. I like to put it on the skillet, bring it back to life. You guys see on my older videos, you know that I always do that. I don't use a microwave for my meats. This is actually packaged in 8 ounces, so we're gonna remove about 1 ounce. I always use a coconut spray before putting the meats on. And this meal here, so I'm gonna show you guys sort of the calories too. So basically this meal is 816 calories. It's a total of 69 grams of protein. 69 grams of protein, because there is protein in the oatmeal. There's 12 grams of protein in the...
So you count every macronutrient?
I mean, I plug it into FitLog, so yeah, just to know what my calorie intake is, yeah, I count all the macros. So this meal is 69 grams of protein, 96 grams of carbs, and 18.7 grams of fat, for a grand total of 816 calories. All right, so we are preparing meal 2. We're going to be working it out in about hour and a half. So in this pan here, I got some zucchini, red peppers, and a little bit of carrots. And in this meal here, I got my 8 ounces of chicken. And we're going to be pairing that with 325 grams of sushi rice. So about 10 minutes before this meal, I had 2 tablespoons of apple cider. That really just increases the amount of acid in my stomach, helps me digest the amount of food I'm eating. I just find when we are in contest prep, with the high percentage of protein we're eating, I feel like making sure your stomach acid is at a very, very healthy spot is really important. A lot of people will experience heartburn, indigestion, especially when bodybuilding and taking certain compounds and orals. It can put a lot of stress on the digestive system. So that's something I like to include. And the lemon in the morning as well helps with that. So this meal here, meal 2, this is again very close in calories to the other meal. This is 850 calories. We got 73 grams of protein, we got 91 grams of carbs, and we got 17 grams of fat because I'm going to be adding 10 grams of olive oil once I put the chicken on there. So we got our sriracha maple sauce added to that. Put that over top. 10 grams olive oil. This is a tablespoon, so this would be 15 grams. So I know if I do that much, 10 grams. I'll have another 1 capsule of Glyco HD with this meal. 1/4 teaspoon salt. My favorite rice to use is the Lumberg sushi rice. This one tastes really, really good. My second favorite rice, if that's out of stock, would be Calrose sushi rice. They're good as well, but that's the best taste. I'm gonna answer some questions here. All right, so I'm gonna be answering some questions here that I asked on my IG. Seems to be a lot of questions dealing with stress, anxiety. One person asked, "Hey Dorian, what's your supplementation like for stress management on prep?" So my second last meal before bed, or in the evening, I like to take about 200 milligrams of L-theanine, and I pair that with about 300 milligrams of KSM-66, which really helps to relax your body, calm you down, sort of get your body ready to sort of relax and rest and go to sleep in a couple hours. And then before I go to bed, I have 3 capsules of Sleep HD, which has 600 milligrams of phosphorus here in there, which helps to reduce cortisol quite a bit. And the 5-HTP in there as well helps to deal with stress and anxiety. So those are some ingredients I like to include to help dealing with stress, anxiety, lowering cortisol. Somebody asked, would you ever open a pure muscle gym in Toronto? It's funny, we've actually been talking with another gym for the last year or so about possibly purchasing the gym downtown. So if we get more clarity on that, I'll let you guys know, but it's something we're extremely excited about. We're always open to opportunities, opening the gym, expanding, but this is one that we've had our eyes set on. So how did you find your crew? We found each other. How are you feeling 3 weeks out? Do you have off days? How do you turn them around, if so? Honestly, yeah, at this point, like I was just telling Rachel this morning, we went for a walk, and yesterday was like a really, really hard day. I feel like anytime I have the off days from training with the lower calories, I'm just like dying, struggling. So at this point, it's kind of like a roller coaster because I'll have some scheduled high days and I'll feel good for a day or two. But then when I have some consecutive lower days with calories, it really hits me. I just got to put things in perspective and just understand this is part of the process. It's temporary. It's just a feeling. And just push through and try to like think about all the things you're grateful for, or remind yourself why you're doing this. It's your choice. You're not being forced to do it. And it's just temporary. You know, I'm going to look back in 3 weeks and it's all going to be over. I can eat whatever I want if I choose to. So it's just having perspective and just pushing through those hard days and just understanding that this is a part of the process. All right, just heading to the gym. So I got 2 scoops of the Pink Lemonade Ultra and a shaker cup ready to go. I'm gonna add water to that and drink that on my way to the gym. I mix it with 750 mils. Whenever you guys are having your pre-workouts, you need to understand that a lot of the ingredients in there, like the glycerol, the creatine, they work better with lots of fluid. So make sure you're hydrated. Don't be doing any of that dry scooping, and you're just sort of wasting your money. So that is the pre-workout. Intro workout, I'm going to be doing 2 scoops of the new grapefruit. Now with this product here, I'll put 2 scoops in here, but when it gets halfway, I'll put more water in it while I train, because I drink about 1 liter of water while I train. It's a great product during the workout. If you guys aren't familiar with it, EAAs, amino 9, highest quality amino acids, Pico 2, taurine, coconut powder, so it keeps you hydrated while you're training. It's a great product. And then post-workout, I do 5 grams of crazy monohydrate, Create HD. I'll do 1 heaping scoop of Carb HD, which will be 30 grams of carbs. I love the strawberry kiwi flavor. And I'll do 10 grams of glutamine. And then again, same amino acids that are in the Intra HD, we actually sell them free form. So I'll do 10 grams of the EAA EHD, which is amino 9, the highest quality EAAs. I'm sure you guys have heard the horror stories with the quality of amino acids. You can get them from hair, nails, bird feathers. So amino 9 is fermented source, so from vegetables. Then I'll do a couple dashes of salt in there. And that is my supplement around my workout. And I pair them in different color cups so I know what's what. I got my pre-workout, I got my intra-workout, and I got my post-workout. And I'll see you guys for my post-workout meal in a couple hours. All right, so here we are post-workout. Just finished training back with Blake course today and my training partner Valerie. Cody couldn't make it. He's at the track today racing. So after the gym, I come home. I have my post-workout drink that I showed you guys before I left. I packed it. And then about 15 minutes later, I do 30 grams of protein. I use the Maple Waffle Pro HD. And then 45 minutes later, I come home, I prepare my food. Usually come outside here, hang out, because the weather's still nice here in Canada. And then I got my post-workout meal. I already got into some of my chicken. But I got another 8 ounces of chicken. Got 120 grams of cream of rice. I switched it up between brands, whether it's the Flavor Gang, which is really sweet. This one here is when I have a larger quantity. I feel like the Pride Foods just digest a little easier. So that's the blueberry Pride Foods. Then I got my Vita HD here, which in one capsule of glyco. And I'll show you guys in my next meal all the other vitamins and stuff that I'm using. Because I saw in the Q&A, people were asking what supplements I'm using aside from HD muscle stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get into this. The calories for this one, guys, it should be around 800 calories again. I already had my pineapple, 100 grams, so that was 13 carbs. And then with the 120 grams of cream of rice, it's a grand total of 112 grams of carbs. Fat on this one is next to none, just for what's in the chicken there. So total calories is actually 705 calories. So we're gonna get this in. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on my phone, get back to clients, and we'll see you guys for my next meal. While we're here, we'll do a couple more questions because I asked on IG for a Q&A. Someone asked, have you ever implemented 2 back days to bring up the back? Yes, all off season. I did Monday and Friday back days. I had to sort of relearn how to train back because I was using a lot of arms, a lot of rear delt. So I found doing more frequency allowed me to, relearn how to do those exercises properly. And now I'm at a point where, obviously I'm dieting and calories aren't there. So I backed off to once a week, but my mind muscle connection and my execution with the movements is just really, really good now. So I'm able to get the job done once a week. Hey, it's okay. So I think for any lagging body part that you're trying to bring up and you're trying to establish, a new connection or learn how to do that movement, I think more frequency is very beneficial. So someone asked, best Pinata machine. Honestly, that question is so hard to answer just because Pinata makes so many amazing machines. If you were a little more specific, like which body part, because, Pinata makes some of the highest quality equipment. There's so many different adjustments on them. So I just feel like, for me, that question is just too hard to answer. I'm trying to think if I can even pick one if I had to, and I can't because there's too many good ones. So somebody asked, if doing long esters, would it be okay to drop it 7 days out? Well, it really depends on the person and your response to certain compounds. I would always recommend dropping, like especially injects, 7 days out, just to make sure there's no like, you know, bad shots, inflammation, blurring any lines. And I do feel like you get a drier, more polished look without it. But yeah, I would drop it like a minimum 7 days out. You know, just to be safe, just to make sure that you don't have any inflammation in any areas. And I do feel pretty much everyone, when they drop them, do get better. They get sharper. So I hope that answers your question. All right, so it is almost 8:30. This is meal 5. I count my meal post-workout, which is the Carb HD and the protein powder. So I got my steak ready here from the prep shop. They cut it nice and thin for me. I like it like that because then when I throw it on the pan, it kind of gets crispy. When I add my sauce on there, give it a couple twirls. Tastes really good. That's flank steak. So it's 8 ounces of flank steak. So I got my sushi rice here with some mixed veg. That is ready. And I prepared that in the rice cooker earlier today. And we are also going to add 10 grams of olive oil to this. So 10 grams olive oil over top. And again, the salt is very consistent, very stable all day. 1/4 teaspoon over top. And that was 275 grams of rice with this meal. The carbs came down a little bit. And then you guys were asking in the Q&A what supplements I'm using aside from HD Muscle. So with this meal here, I have them all in here, all mixed up already. I do a capsule of theanine, which this one I believe is about 250 milligrams. Ashwagandha, this is a very high dose ashwagandha, 600 milligrams. I'll have my curcumin, citrus bergamot, and my aspirin. Now the great thing with the Vita HD doesn't really have curcumin in it. It actually does have some ashwagandha in it as well. Some KSM 66, which is the highest quality ashwagandha. So I'll have this with this meal here. Aside from that, during the day, I will do a serving of ubiquinol, 200 milligrams, even though the Vita HD already has a good dose of ubiquinol, which is the most absorbable form of CoQ10. So it's very good for heart health. And I'll actually pair that with the Kidney HD. And the Kidney HD, you know, already has the pine bark extract in there, which is really good for your kidneys, but it also works very good with ubiquinol because it's a synergistic, you know, 1-2 punch there for heart health. So those two ingredients work really well together. And then in the morning time, you guys saw I use the L-carnitine first thing when I wake up. And time to time, this is another product I really like. It's just like a nootropic. It's a very high dose of alpha GPC with L-tyrosine and L-carnitine. So it's very simple but very effective. And it's acetyl L-carnitine, which is better for brain function. And yeah, I really like alpha GPC. So if I have my coffee in the morning on days where I'm feeling a little tired, this with the coffee really gives you a good kick, gets your brain functioning, and you feel ready to go. So that's pretty much all the supplements I'm taking aside from all my HD Muscle supplements. So yeah, I'm gonna get this meal down and I'll show you guys how many calories this meal is. All right, so the calories in this meal, pretty much the same as all my meals. They're, you know, all around 800 calories. So this one is 833 calories. We got 61 grams of protein, we got 82 grams of carbs, 26 grams of fat. But that's including the vegetables that are in here. So that's it for meal 5. And I will see you guys at meal 6. I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm not going to be able to show you guys my next meal. I'm going to talk about my next meal. So my next final meal before bed, which will be in about an hour, because usually right now, me and Rachel just end up chilling out on the couch, go downstairs. We just like built a home theater room. So we usually go down there, chill out, sort of fall asleep to the TV. So meal 6 is 300 grams orange roughy, It's going to be another 275 grams of cooked white rice and 10 grams of olive oil. And this meal is going to be 715 calories. So that brings the grand total calories, 4,100. So 4,100 calories is my low day. My regular day is about half the amount of carbs. The carbs are just under 500 grams, they're 490. On my regular training days or off days, they're half of that. So it's about 1,000 calories less, or a little more. There's a couple more small changes. Before my next meal, I do 3 capsules of the Sleep HD, and I do 4 capsules of the Liver HD. Already with my last meal, the PNI and the KSM, I'm already sort of like in a relaxed state, which is perfect. So chill out, watch TV, and then the next meal, take this and sleep like a baby. That's one thing that's really important for you guys during prep. And all year long, sleep is so underrated. Quality sleep, I track it with the Oura Ring so I can see a difference taking products, or if I'm taking stimulants too late, I can actually see what's happening with my sleep, how much REM sleep and deep sleep I'm getting. So I encourage you guys, if you are trying this product and you have access to an Apple Watch or an Oura Ring, try it, see, look at the data. The Liver HD is an amazing product, especially during prep when the liver is under a lot of stress. It helps a lot with digestion in the body. So if your liver's toxic, you might notice your digestion is really bad. So it's important to take something like that. Helps out. I mean, this is a mix of NAC, you got TUDCA, you got milk thistle, there's Cetria, which boosts your glutathione levels. There's broccofane, which helps to get rid of toxic estrogens that are floating around your body. So there's a lot of good ingredients in this product. I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. If you guys want to try any of these Deep Muscle products, Dorian10 at checkout. Appreciate all your guys' support. And tomorrow in this video, you're going to see some clips from training, but it's actually going to be tomorrow. We're training chest. So, until next time.